So I hadn't planned on putting a video out today on the channel. It's Thanksgiving. I have a video ready for tomorrow. But I was working on uploading a video and was reading some commentary on Governor Walz's presence where he was today. A group of like-minded patriots are up in the Twin Cities, and they're holding their Thanksgiving celebration in front of the governor's residence, the people's mansion, the home that we provide for the governor. And somebody had said, well, I heard that Governor Walz has flown down to Florida to spend the holiday with family. And somebody asked, well, can we verify this? Another person stated, no, that's not true. The governor is actually at one of the indigenous reservations at a casino having dinner in the restaurant with the indigenous folk. Now, part of me wants to be livid. I want to be incredibly angry. Part of me is like, good for the governor going out and celebrating Thanksgiving. But I want this to sink in, ladies and gentlemen. Your governor, purportedly, I can't guarantee this. I can't verify it, but it sounds as if Governor Tim Walz has ordered all Minnesotans to stay home on Thanksgiving, to not have anyone in their own homes, to not travel anywhere to celebrate Thanksgiving with friends or family, to do your Thanksgiving celebration as single dwelling gatherings, thereby forcing people who live alone to be alone on Thanksgiving. And I want to add to this as well, that it's this time of year, from Thanksgiving to basically the first of the year, what we see is an uptick not only in mental health crises, but suicides, not just attempts, but actual suicides. This is a rough time of year for a lot of people. Now, you take people who are alone and you order them to stay alone at a time of year when they normally will have the family interaction that they crave. And a lot of these people will listen. They'll obey this unconstitutional edict from the governor when they're already suffering emotional and mental health issues in profoundly drastic ways. Some of it related to the governor's overreach, as he's forced thousands of people in the state of Minnesota outside of gainful employment, where they're living off of the backs of other taxpayers now. Some of it is due to having lost family members to various causes this year, and this was their first chance to go and celebrate their year, and now they're being told stay home, stay alone. And he, again, allegedly, hypocritically, travels in the state of Minnesota to go someplace where he doesn't have to follow his own orders, because the indigenous tribes are sovereign nations and can do what they want. This man is a hypocrite. When this all started, I compared him to Marie Antoinette when she was sitting there watching the peasant revolt in France. And don't get me wrong, the French Revolution is not what we should model ourselves after. And in response to the shortage of bread, she said, well, let them eat cake. She wasn't saying it to be a smart aleck. She was saying it because she's like, well, if there's no bread, then what about cake? She didn't grasp. She didn't have the depth of character to understand what was going on and why these people were fighting and arguing over bread and flour. That's Governor Walz. He doesn't understand. And so again, I can't guarantee it, but I'm going to go with what I'm hearing from people because my sources are almost always 100% accurate. Sometimes it's 90%. Your governor ordered you to stay home, to not gather with friends and family on one of the biggest gathering days of the year. And he's off living it up in a place where he doesn't have to follow his own edict. If this doesn't piss you off, Minnesota, if this isn't enough to stir you guys up to action, if this isn't enough to make you start revolting against these unconstitutional orders, risking whatever it is, arrest, fines, warrants, jail time, whatever it might be, if this isn't enough to get you guys activated and started, I don't know what is. The man who you so sheepishly fawn all over, the man who you so joyfully listen to, who you praise for being a paragon of virtue and setting such a wonderful example, is allegedly traveling several hours to go party in a restaurant. Something you can't do because he shut all the restaurants down for in-person dining. And then tells you, well, order out to support small businesses. Have your small family gathering at home by yourself while I go and do what I want to do. Your governor is a tyrant. And worse than that, he's a hypocritical, despotic monster. If this is true, if Governor Walz really is in a restaurant somewhere with people from outside of his own household, this should be enough for people to demand he be removed from office immediately. What is it going to take, Minnesota, to wake you guys up, to pull your heads out of your collected derrieres and start being Americans again? Governor Walz, you are a hypocritical idiot. I hope this isn't true, but if it is, you have a lot of explaining to do. Thus always to tyrants. Recall Walz, impeach Walz, whatever it is. Sic Semper Tyrannis.